Joel Edochie and Judy Austin never saw this coming. No, no, not at all. They never saw this coming. If Joel Edochie had been told that this is what would become of him, he definitely would have stopped, like quickly stopped. You know, if we have the opportunity, I know some people do have that grace. In your sleep, you dream about your life and the steps that you possibly might take and the consequences of it. So what I'm saying is, if Yul Edochie had seen this in his dreams, not a soothsayer or a prophet, prophetess, or a seer or whoever told him, he actually saw his life and the outcome of it in his dreams, maybe he would not take these steps. Now, Yul Edochie and Judy Austin, both of them have been fooling their supporters into thinking that they are the one winning, like we are on top of the game, we are the one shining. Yes, this is for us. We are the one winning. There is no other person winning. We are the one on top of the matter. As if they are leading. You're about to hear what me, Edochie's legal team, said. This will shed light into a lot that Yul Edochie is trying to cover up and make people believe. He's trying to deceive himself and maybe deceiving few of his followers. Now, we have said it countless times, and I'm sure you also agree, that it's not about the polygamy. It is the rule of engagement, the way Yul Edochie went about it. If you've been on this platform and 48 to 24 hours ago, Rita Edochie, that is Yul's auntie, said, we do not have any issues with the polygamy. In fact, polygamy is not necessary for Yul Edochie to get into. Although he's a man, if he chooses to, he can as well proceed on whatever he wants to. But the rule of engagement is what we are talking about. And she made it clear that Yul Edochie announced polygamy. Who does that on social media? Can you believe it? You've been married to a woman, you have children, and all of a sudden, you leave home, back and forth. The woman is not even aware of what you're doing, or maybe she's suspicious, whatever it is. Then the next thing you did is to disregard her, disrespect her. I'm telling you guys, it's like sleeping with your enemy. Yul Edochie is Mary's enemy, like 100% enemy. Let us just say it as it is. There are ways things like this are done. If you commit sin, you confess it. If you want to engage in something that connects to someone else's life, you go about it in a civil manner, respectful manner. It shows that Yul Edochie did not respect Mary, not at all. I'm sure that if given the opportunity, he will do a lot of bad things. Requesting and asking for men to be part of his polygamous train is the most absurd, wicked, evil, useless thing ever. How can you announce polygamy and the birth of a child on social media? Your first wife got to find out about this on social media, and you expect her to embrace you and say, okay, come on, man, aspiring politician, aspiring president, aspiring governor. Who are you with your coconut head? It's not like you are the most handsome man or the most talented man in Nollywood industry, Asaba. Asaba, for those who keep hearing Asaba, you're not in Nigeria. It's just a section of the Nollywood itself in its entirety. It's just the southeast of Nigeria. That's where Yul Edochie does his thing. So, Yul Edochie did this without care. He wanted to bully me into submission. And he felt within himself, I am the star. I am famous. I have millions of followers on my social media handles. I can do what I can do whatever I can do whatever I like. No one is going to tell me about anything. In fact, he banked on the fake attitude or behavior or trend on social media. And what is this fake trend? People who tend to embrace negativity, evil, wicked acts. So he wanted to use that. Like, there are a lot of bad people on social media. Let us use this one. They will encourage me and say, what is her business? Who is she? Nobody knows her. Unfortunately, Edochie did not know what time it is. Before I proceed, please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I want to say a special prayer. Thank you. May God bless the pocket of those that have tapped on the thanks button. If you also want to be a part of this, you can also tap on the same button. May Edochie's legal team first of all said that May Edochie is truly an inspiration, whether you like it or not. He said working on her case has been quite an experience that took himself and his team by surprise. Queen May legal team comprises two legal firms, Femi Falana, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and Echo Law, with Falana as the lead counsel and DP organization as the case manager. So in terms of lawyering power, May has nothing to worry about. And as regards to the impressions created by Yul and Judy that they have any influence over the court or the system, that is sheer nonsense. May knows that to win this, due to the fame, popularity, connection that Yul Edochie got all through his journey, and of course, May knows that she's dealing with a family whose and okay, let me make it this way. Yul Edochie's mom used to be a magistrate, so she's connected. They know that there is something at stake, that property and some other things. Yul Edochie will not want to give up. Of course, Yul Edochie's mom will want to step in like, no, we are not going to allow our son, regardless of whatever it is. His father has said what he needs to say, that May listen to bad advice from his friends, from her friends. So she will definitely lose if care is not taken. You see? So May knew what she needed to do. She got Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a well-experienced lawyer, got Echo Law, and got DPA as the case manager. How can Yul Edochie now, not him himself, I mean his mom, how can she? How? Is she a magistrate or a barrister or something like that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let me proceed. Working on the case at large has been quite a challenging experience. By the term case at large, I refer to the multifaceted issues and dimensions involved in the case, of which what is going on in court is only a small part. Dealing with thousands of May's supporters who call for updates and assurances and anticipating the next outburst or interview from Yul and Judy on the social media are a part of the larger case. Social media handles, which we believe belong either to Judy and Yul or their supporters, have been spamming us, trying to stampede us or aggravate us or to get either information from us or to test our reactions, dealings with messages from thousands of supporters and enemies alike has been quite intriguing. It is quite fascinating the kind of spontaneous energy May has ignited in such a large number of people all over the world. For instance, I get messages like the two below, which I saw in the past 30 minutes alone. May Edochie brought me to your page because I love her resilience so much. She makes me proud to call myself a woman. I am quietly rooting for her. Please do all you can to make sure our marriage to that community preen called Yul is dissolved. Another said, you will forever remain blessed, uplifted, empowered, honored, and favored in all you do. You're a joyful gift to Nigeria. That's why God set you up in that profession. I know there's still a lot of areas to cover in this, but now permit me to say a big word of thanks to you and your team in Queen's May's case at this stage. Thank you, sir. These are, you see, These are a lot of accolades coming in, pouring in. And also, I don't know these people out there who are supporting Joel and Judy when they know that they are going to fail. Now, main legal team went on saying, I don't know these people personally. Some of them are writing from Kenya, South Korea, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Ghana, United States, all over the world, United Kingdom. They are all total strangers who have been united by May's case. May's cause. So May's ability to bring the people of the world together is something powerful. She has become a great unifier of all seekers of justice and fairness for women and for children all over the world. In my response to the first message above, I wrote from my heart as follows. Thank you so much for your support for May. May's story has inspired every heart and every conscience that yearns for justice. I believe that God wanted to use May, a simple, normal woman, to uplift the voices of all women and all people who have been unjustly treated. When God wants to save a people, he will use a woman, just as God of the Bible used Esther, Deborah, the judge, the prophetess, Abigail, Rahab, Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, etc., to save those victimized. He is using another maiden, also called Mary, to fight for the rights of women whose rights have been abused just because they are women. The same way you were moved by your innate commitment to justice to fight for May, so was I moved. I didn't know who she was. I never spoke with her before all this started. I jumped into the fight without knowing who she was. She could have been my sister or my daughter. I was already fighting for her before meeting her. I encourage you and all other people of conscience who support me. We shall win in the end. I have no doubt that in the end, May will have justice, and those who have hurt her will realize their mistake. So it is really obvious now that God is with May. She doesn't talk about her case. She has no anger or hatred toward anybody. All she has is a smile. That's her only weapon, smile and silence, which turned out to be more powerful than a machine gun. Also, God has raised a 1,000,000-man army to fight for May. Look at the lady who tried to put her down in a podcast 3 days ago. The movie the lady was meant to promote during the unfortunate podcast event was nearly cancelled out by people who were offended by that lady's hurtful words against me. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this one? What do you think? What do you think about this one? Isn't it something lovely? It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. I am kind of thinking that if Edochie is given the opportunity once again to amend his ways, it might be a little bit not so rushy, if there's a word like that. It won't be too much in a haste to jump to quickly take action. But it is okay that he did what he did, because the worst is to be with your, like, keep living with your enemy, the enemy of your soul, the enemy of your life. Is the worst thing ever. To be with your enemy is the worst thing ever. I tell you this for real. The worst thing. So now that he has opened up himself, he has made it clear where he stands and the kind of person that he is. I think it's let him just take a walk. Let him take a walk away. Yeah. Let him take a walk and just, travailler. Let him do his alcohol induced walk. Let him just get off, like, au revoir, go, end of story, bye. That's it. Simple as ABC. Enough of this rigmarole, enough of this foolishness, enough of this stupidity. It is not acceptable. No, not at all. It's not acceptable. Edochie, you messed up. You're a bad person. Like I've said it, and I'll keep saying it. That it's not about your choice to get inside someone else's, skirt. That's not what the thing is all about. It's not about your talk about promoting polygamy. That's not what we care about. It is how you went about it. You went about it in a bad way. It shows that you are a man of disaster. You're a wicked guy. Forget. Nobody does that. How can you be with a woman? It's not like, how can you be married to someone for these years? You have all these kids and all of that through the struggle, back and forth. Then you just pick another woman somewhere. Okay, let's say both of you had some issues back. Of course, marriages have their issues. It could be anything. It could be anything. You want to now do your so-called polygamy. You now announce it on social media. You must be, you are something else.